Good morning, and what is up? Today is probably the worst day. I don't want to complain about price action because there's no such thing as bad price action. Price does what it's meant to do. But you guys know the way I trade. I usually always find an execution. Nothing. Nothing, and that's okay because even if price keeps pushing higher, I don't want longs. And I'll explain the trades I took in a minute. So I made $1,118 on one of my fundeds. I will be requesting a $1,100 payout once this resets. I could only trade two of my Lucid Live accounts. For some reason, my payout requests. So the way payouts work with live accounts is I did hit daily loss limit on Top Step. Full transparency, I'm showing you guys this. That's across four accounts. So they have a balance of 1.4K left. Hopefully I can bring them back. That's not even that bad, honestly. Um, Tradeify. I need another $150 tonight for a $7,000 payout. That's 1.5 across five accounts, which with these $2,000 in daily payouts puts me at $9,000 in payouts potentially literally tonight, which would put me at a $50,000 payout month, which would be my record. How cool is that? But this video is not about me. It's about you guys learning what happened today and why. And I'm really going to help you guys out with Asia today more than anything because that's where I made my money. I didn't take any trades in AM. There was no opportunity. But like, long story short, my Lucid dashboard, the way it works is you request a payout. Lucid goes to Tradeivate. They tell Tradeivate, hey, this client wants to withdraw money because it's a live account. This client wants to withdraw money from his live account. And Tradeivate instantly approved like two of my accounts, and then the other three or the other two, the payout is still processing. Like obviously it's approved. You can't get your payout the night on a live account. There's literally no physical way to get your payout the night on a live account. But they're taking a bit long on the other two, so I could have technically risked it and traded on those two, but my balance wasn't withdrawn, and I don't want to risk payouts that I already took. That's stupid. But yeah, long story short, market opens. What do I see? I see this. There's no wick at 6 p.m. Even though ES has it, and Q has no wick at 6 p.m. Meaning what? Meaning I'm extremely bearish. I see a 4-hour open high at 10 p.m. aligned with what? Aligned with a 1-hour gap and a 1-hour BPR, which I rarely use, but in this scenario I will allow myself. 0.5 of the range respected perfectly on the hourly time frame. I truly think 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 other days, this trade would have hit. This is such a high probability short. Wickless daily open, 4-hour hourly. There's no wick on the daily. Like, this is insane. This means that this low has to get taken sooner or later. Hopefully sooner, so we could actually rip to the upside. But we have this beautiful short setup here. Take a look at price. What does price do? It creates this 15-minute gap. We respect this 15-minute gap up here. We now push lower, open high on the 15-minute time frame, close lower, create a 15-minute gap. Price is now balanced in this leg. It has no reason to push any higher. Because if we push any higher, we're just retapping into this gap that was already respected. So in my eyes, there's not a single reason for price to push any higher in this leg in price unless we want to tap into maybe OTE of this range, which we tapped into 0.5, but maybe we wanted to tap into 0.5 in this 5 minute or 0.618 in this 5-minute gap. That would have been valid, but in my eyes, we're in 0.5 of the range, we're in a 15-minute gap, and then I see a very strong 3-minute flip in price right here. When we just consolidate and we push lower, that is my entry trigger, targeting this low resistance liquidity right here. Right, there was a bunch of nice shorts in Asia. Honestly, I think I took another one as well. I shorted. I think I took this for a winning day. Yes, this is the trade that hit daily loss limit. How crazy is this, by the way? This is the trade that hit daily loss limit. It was off of CISD targeting an unfilled 5-minute gap. This was it. I made $300 with this trade on Tradeify, and I hit daily loss limit with this on top step because I entered with 3 minis and my fill was down here. So my actual stop was like here basically. And I would have made $1,000 with 3 minis. Yeah, this actually looks like exactly my fill. I would have made $1,000 with 3 minis. I didn't expect price to retrace the way it did, honestly. But yeah, I got stopped out by literally like 4 points, and then price ripped the TP. That is completely my fault. Like, I'm taking full accountability for that. Like, why else would it not be my fault? I over risked on that trade. I wanted a bigger payout on Top Step. Like, I'm being so honest. I just wanted a bigger payout. My account balance was $2.5 thousand. I wanted to run it up to $4,000 and take like an $8,000 to $10,000 payout with them. I got greedy and I paid the price, and now my account's sitting at $1.3 thousand. So hopefully I can recuperate that. And then I alerted the Discord after this beautiful wick tapping into 0.5 and that hourly BPR. I literally told the Discord, I want this to be Asian high. I was wrong by a few points, honestly. I wasn't even that wrong. I was wrong by 30 points. Like, that's pretty impressive. And then I see what? We tap into 0.5. We have this LR. We have this 15-minute gap. This is a beautiful displacement candle right here. Right? The weakness in the wicks here coming out of this gap. And then a displacement lower. And there's actually volatility here for some reason, even though it's midnight. I was getting home from like a restaurant with my friends, and like I see this and I'm like, wow, this is a good setup. Take it with 1 mini, ride it to this low, made $1,000 on one funded account, and then I think I took another trade before this as well. I took a lot of shorts in Asia. Asia had so much opportunity, it was insane. Let me find the short I took. I literally posted it. At 8:15. I believe it was. Here we go. Okay, got it. Sorry. I was so lost. I know this trade recap's a little bit all over the place, but to be honest, I took so many trades in Asia that this is why it's all over the place. It was literally this scalp here. I figured we are going to retrace as well into this imbalance and this wick. So I took this short with 2 minis and I made 1,000 on one of my Lucid lives. And then the other one was the one you saw here, which I would take this trade over the other trade any day, obviously. But yeah, I took this short, and this short. I actually did not take a single losing trade in Asia. I went 3 for 3. I just hit daily loss limit on one of them. So that's not even a losing trade. We're not counting that. That's not a losing trade. We went 3 for 3 in Asia. 3 banger shorts. I'm honestly very surprised that we didn't rip lower off open. But I'm even more surprised that we didn't take this overnight. That's so weird. That's genuinely so weird. And you guys know I never complain about price action. I'm not saying this is bad price action, because there's truly no such thing as bad price action. And I think when you stop believing that there's such thing as bad price action, you're going to change your trading a lot. Because if you keep coping by saying price action is bad, you're never going to actually want to be better as a trader. Price does what it does for a reason, and it's your job as a trader to literally adapt to it. Like, your job as a trader is to adapt to it. Right? So, bad price action. Like, no, you just suck at your job, dude. But yeah, this is the most beautiful setup of pricing all week, to be honest. But if you guys have any questions about any of this, feel free to comment. I will be there to answer. I hope you boys all have a blessed day, and I'll see you boys tomorrow because it's Thursday. Peace out.